We're live.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're
fine.
live now. Stop arguing
You're a
with
little
IKO.
quiet.
Wait,
Okay,
when are
cool.
we live?
Now.
Are we live?
Yes.
Are
We've
we
been live for like
live?
Oh,
5 seconds
yes.
now.
Oh,
Ah, great.
it was a dark and stormy night.
Yes, it was. Though you
But
wouldn't
it's
be able
the
to
morning
tell.
now, so
Like
it's actually a
five
little
yes.
bit nicer.
Yeah, it's.
Well, we can't
it's
tell because we're underground, right?
That's a good point.
Deep
All
underground.
shut up. Hello, everyone.
That's
Welcome
right.
to the
We're in
magical
the
world of
sewers.
PATHCO.
But don't
We're
dig
in
straight
the
down.
Bat Boy's
sewers,
here.
but not really. Bat Boy's here.
Fuck.
Fuck. So, welcome back to the magical world of PATHCO.
Hi.
Last time, our adventurers delved into the ruins of the old city connected to the sewers of Blackwater in an attempt to find their way through them and end up at the secret entrance to the cathedral, where they hope to ambush Bishop Mendacius.
And have
order
a sick boss fight.
Yeah, to take him out.
Yeah.
And during this first fight, they have suddenly been joined by a coincidentally crossing paths of another party, which is
The A-Star team.
Yes, which is Pate's party, the Stormcloud Brigade, and they're now also here, and we're still in the middle of a fight. I think that about covers it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Okay.
We're still fighting. Let's carry on fighting.
In that case, let's get crack-a-lacking. Okay. No, I need to put on good music for this.
Bone Truzzle. I don't actually know that one. I haven't played Undertale. I know some Undertale
Appalling
songs.
timing. Yes, I did have Bone Trussle on last
But
time
not
for the
Bone
entire
Trussle.
time.
Nice.
Um,
Okay, so
I am dog sitting, so I am just going to go and let the dog out because he's
Okay.
chosen now to be a pain. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's only got
That's
time for a
fine.
bit, so come back within
indeed.
4 rounds, 4 turns.
Mhm.
It is. Haggis' turn.
Indeed.
So we're starting at the top.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're starting at the top because we finished
the
last
bottom.
round, previous session.
Glanvar is going. I'm going to have him move forward,
Okay.
Can
and
you...
he's going to
Thanks.
start laying out the Fists of Fury.
Okay. Yeah.
I say Fists of Fury. He can only punch once because he's moved.
As you
Go
see, the
for
jam
it.
has been unleashed, so you still get +2. So
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
actually
yeah.
move that. Someone else made that, so I can't move it around like I normally do.
That's fair.
The jam. Oh, talking about. I
Bardic
was
Performance.
wondering about that last week, actually.
It's
Mhm.
my Bardic Performance. I think it was Jack that wrote that. Normally I just
Yeah,
put Bardic
probably.
Performance +2.
I do
Uh,
like the jam has been unleashed.
It's a good one. And the other bar's got additional jam with a cool knife.
Mhm.
Roll to hit.
Nice. That's pretty good
Yep,
thumping.
that hits. Roll damage.
Roll to damage.
Nice.
Yep, that's a kill, all right.
That's a lot for a
He
So
runs
Glanvar-
in. He grabs the skeleton, and
skeleton.
suplexes him into the ground.
All right, nice.
Dave claps
It is.
lightly.
The skull shatters as you suplex it, and it's killed. Dave, Barrow Hill, it is your turn.
Me, I'm going to attempt to reach out to this other skeleton and bamf it with a Cure Light Wounds.
Okay,
Oh,
Good
ho,
call.
ho!
indeed. Okay,
Take a bit of dust flavor.
roll your touch.
Oh yeah, it's touch, isn't it? I always forget.
It is touch.
I don't. How do I do that? And I roll touch.
It's base stack bonus plus strength for some reason.
What?
Oh,
Oh
wait,
no!
I still think it should be dex, but never mind.
What is crossbows?
No,
touch.
touch. Melee touch.
So I might have
It's strength
fucked
for some
myself.
reason.
So it's
but
what,
why?
what is it again?
What the hell?
A d20 plus.
Plus your BAB plus strength.
BAB is just the same as your level normally, isn't it?
No, it's not,
No.
I believe.
No,
it differs
it's-
from
If
class
you're
to class.
if you're a fighter class, it generally is. But
Oh, it is for Delta, I think. That's what I'm looking for. What the fuck is my bar? I've never done this before with Dave. Normally I'm not this close to the fracas. Where the fuck is my... Where's BAB on this damn sheet?
I think it's on So if you go into the melee section underneath your saving throws.
Section of my savings. Oh yeah, the word says weapons. Melee.
Yeah.
Ah, melee
It's
rate. 6
6,
base 6.
yeah.
Okay.
6.
Plus 6, but minus my strength, so it's 2.
How the hell is yours also 6? Mine is 6. And I'm a fucking weapon
Minus
user.
4 strength.
No!
That is
Never mind.
terrible. I can't see that roll.
It's a
No, I
crit.
can't see that either.
Oh, well, I rolled it. And
Oh.
it was a crit.
Oh,
damn.
yeah, it's there now. It's there now.
Yeah, that's a crit. That's a hit, all right.
Fortunately,
Okay,
it's spell,
roll
so it doesn't do
the
double damage. which is sad.
effect of the spell.
It's a D8 plus.
Honestly, I think there should be some kind of rule for crit hits with like spells that need a touch
Yeah.
attack, but
Oh,
Pathfinder,
do you not get-
Pathfinder.
Oh, that sucks.
Wazam!
Shabam, yeah, that's enough.
Nice.
You, what do you do with this
him.
spell?
I probably like touch its kneecap, and it just
Mhm.
instantly goes woof, like a
Yeah,
like a what's it called? Like there's a bit of paper with a match on it, just woof, gone.
yeah,
Flashback.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
exactly.
thinking of.
yeah, that's good. I like that. So it just instantly evaporates into bone meal.
Yep, and I maintain my bard round,
Indeed.
which is a free action, and then I'll move
Okay.
10 feet over here.
Okay. Then it is the skeleton's turn. And this
Spooky
one is going to
skeletons.
move to here, and it is going to attack you, Sigmund.
It's gonna take out its dice.
Okay.
It is going to crit fail, so you get an attack of opportunity on it.
Absolutely.
How does it
Time
crit
to.
fail, Mon? I need to know.
It comes forward with its sort of clerical mace, which has like a chain hanging from it and looking all cool and ritualistic, and it trips on the chain, and it just slides forward right into whatever attack you are going to make.
Okay. Can I use power attack for these things? Or...
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
Because it's not my turn. Okay, so attack roll. You're not being flanked. It's -2 for power attack. But that balances that. Okay, so it's -2 for power attack. Submit. Additional plus modifier +2 because of the maxi jams that are happening.
Nice.
Yeah, that's enough.
And
Roll damage, I mean.
an attack roll, so not flanked. That. 2 for that. Bomb.
Oh dear.
That's an
Wait.
AC hit. That's not
Oh,
damage.
sorry, my mistake.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Yeah,
That's
you're
fine,
lucky
then.
you've used that one up.
Yeah, you have. Gotta have your system.
Mm,
Splat.
nice.
Nice.
19. Yeah, it's destroyed.
Goodbye.
Just
Jack.
basically trips over and Sigmund just like backhands it right in
Yeah.
front of Thyra, and it looks very cool.
The skull bounces off the opposite wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. I think it bounces off the wall, and this skeleton here like catches the skull in its hands, throws it away, raises its own hands, and is going to attempt to cast a spell on you, Sigmund.
Oh no!
Yes. Roll me a fortitude save.
Okay, I'm not too bad at that.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh no, not a will save. Oh no, it's fine. This is what he's okay at.
Do I get any bonuses for the thing? Oh, I get some stuff against certain will saves, but I think this is just a straight up.
Right, yeah. This
Bomb.
is fortitude, yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
my
that's
courage. I
pl-
think
that's
something
plenty.
like that.
The spell does not affect you.
Whatever it
and
was
then-
I was trying to do.
This skeleton is gonna try and attack Pate.
No.
Do.
What does this look like when it's basically just like a fizzle?
Yeah, it tries to cast this spell on you, and you feel sort of the skin and the flesh on your face and your arm sort of tug, but you clench your muscles and you manage to sort of pull them back into normal formation.
That was extrememely unpleasant. Oh my god!
Yeah, that was flesh girdle it was trying to cast.
It didn't sound
My
good.
precious flesh!
Because I remember I did a spellcraft to identify that.
Yeah, you
Dave,
did.
Just
That's
Dave
why I'm
knows
telling
what it is, but that was a week ago, and Nagg's got no fucking clue.
Flesh Curdle basically mutates you so that you get one of 3 different kinds of debuffs.
Horrible thing. Okay.
Oh, that's like
Uh,
contempt.
yes.
Yeah.
So this skeletal nun is going to attack Pate. He is going to hit. Wait, just to check. Yes, it is going to hit, and Pate's going to take a bit of damage, a bit of damage, but not terribly, but not be terribly injured. This one is going to move here, so that is in reach of those two abyssal lava. It is gonna sacrifice them, as you've seen another one do. So you see it slashing its blade downwards, cutting these two in half, and casting a sort of summoning spell with their blood. And you see their bodies fuse into another. Where is it? Where's the bloody?
I mean, you've already got one on the map.
Yeah, you can probably clone it from that.
I can't because there are multiple kinds.
Oh, this one's 2. The other one was 1. That's a fair point,
Was it?
actually. I was wondering
Oh,
about that.
No, the other one
two
was
as well.
2 as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Ew.
And if you zoom in, you'll see that this one is a bit different. So another Cambion has been summoned. With, instead of the sort of horn-like protrusion on its head, you can see that this one has a head that is sort of a chalice, and in it there is some kind of fizzling, bubbling, acid-like liquid. And then these skeletons are gonna fight. This one is gonna cast a spell. Let's see if that's resisted. It is. Okay, this one is gonna move as well. And it is gonna move to here. This skeleton is gonna make an attack. It is going to. Yeah, that's gonna hit. So the dwarf lady that you can see over there is gonna take some damage. Okay. Where's your health? Okay. So she takes some damage. Then the skeletons have used their turns. And it is Sigmund von Beck's turn.
Fyra, do you want to take the top for these like weird summoned creatures? I have to be honest, I'm a bit nervous about the acidy one because I don't want to fuck up my new arm.
Actually, I do have to say I forgot the turn of the other Cambion, the first Cambion. So I will have that.
Hang on, he hasn't had a turn yet, Sigmund.
Yes.
There's a
that has
why
been
we're
thrown
the
into the
heroes.
wall by Batboy.
Rip that guy.
What happened to Fyra? Is she prone?
Yeah,
What?
she's prone because she slipped on the coffin.
I just get out.
Yeah.
You beefed it.
And let's see. So that effect is gonna fade, and now it is gonna make a movement towards Batboy again, and it's gonna make another attack. Oh no, actually, no, that had another turn, so that fades. That does fade. And it's gonna make an attack that is gonna miss. So this thing claws out towards Batboy, but he managed to bat away the attack.
Ho ho!
Put him with his big arm. Sigmund, now it is your turn.
I was going to say if you wanted to take that one, I think Batboy, do you have that Cambion covered?
Yeah, I've got him. Take out the other one.
Okay. If it fucks up my armor, though, I'm going to be real annoyed. Sigmund very carefully steps around and attempts to smack this thing.
All right, that's fair. Roll the attack.
Do I want to be here? My placement? I think I want my placement to be here. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No, I'll be here actually, if that's all right.
Okay.
Sure. And just to save on the diagonals because it can complicate matters.
That's
Right.
fair.
So, and I can't full round action because I have had to move.
Mhm.
So, what I'm going to do is just a standard Mace of Spades attack,
Okay.
which
Good
is
old
not
one, too.
flanked. I'm going to power attack again. -2, additional hit modifier +2. Whabam! 26.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Damage roll. And
I
there's
do have to ask. No, actually, I know the answer to that. Continue.
Cool. Okay, cool. 4, not 40. 2. Okay. Smack.
Nice.
That is very good. So you.
So it's not actually 20. It is 28.
Holy
It
shit.
is. Where does the 8 come from?
Because the 8 is on the dice. So it's 8 plus
Right.
1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. But it's a
Right.
critical hit. So.
No, it's not. It's just
no,
max
it's
damage.
not. That's just max damage.
Oh, of course. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Sorry,
max
So that
damage.
is that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
20.
Yeah, sorry. I saw the green and I
yeah.
got too excited.
That's fair.
We've all done it.
So you smack it with the Mace of Spades. Where do you hit it?
I hit it under the jaw, so I'm knocking it upwards. So hopefully
Right.
it will spill the weird acid backwards on the nun that's behind it.
All right. So you smack it
Solid
up. You basically tear its lower jaw off.
Like a mace
Yes.
uppercut
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. You basically like knock the lower jaw into the skull, and the acid just sprays and spills out of the cup head, which the skeleton nimbly sidesteps. But you do deal a big chunk of damage.
Yes.
It's not dead, but it's clearly
Obviously
very
it's not a
harmed.
skeleton, mon.
And I meant the cambion. It's not dead, but it's very harmed. You could see that this hit would have killed like a normal creature of its caliber, but you can see that it has like a kind of demonic regeneration, which reduces, if you will, some of the damage that has been dealt to it.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
It's
Indeed.
got fucking damage resistance, the bastard.
At least against bludgeoning, which was presumably the question you were going to ask me.
It was the question, but not about bludgeoning.
Okay. It is magic, if that's relevant.
It's also not magic.
Okay. It's also
Then-
full of booze, but I doubt it's that one.
I'm afraid that is also not the question.
It takes reduced
Though good
damage
try.
against human
Yeah, I mean,
vice.
it's got the stat because the mace is brutally weighted. It is also off, and has like negatives for I think it's combat maneuver defense, but I don't think that's going to be. Hugely...
No, that's not relevant here. Thyra, it's Thyra time.
What are you gonna do? Jack? Jack?
Jack, are you?
Oh,
Jack?
bum.
Sorry, entirely lost audio. One of my
that's
headphones isn't working and I've been trying to troubleshoot.
Ew.
Curious.
Badly. Is it
It's
Thyra's
Thyra
turn
time.
by any chance?
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah.
about that.
It is. Go ahead.
Okay, so Thyra stands up.
Okay,
Step 1. Failed step
That's-
1.
that's solid.
I don't know. Okay, I've turned off the thing. Or you turned off
I
the thing.
have turned off the thing.
Mon turned off the thing. Okay,
yes.
so aiming at this location, Thyra is going to cast Positive Pulse.
Okay.
The wording of the spell is as such. Each creature damaged by positive energy in the area of 5 feet of radius,
Okay.
such as undead, must succeed at a will save or take 1d6 plus 4 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Then the two skeletal nuns are going to make that will save. What DC
the-
am I looking for?
What's the range on that, Jack?
It's 25 plus 5 per level.
So
As
yeah,
in-
that gets all the nuns then, right?
No,
No,
it's a
it's
5
not-
foot radius, so
Yeah, it's
past
5
that
foot
far,
radius.
But it's fucking
Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah,
I severely doubt that the demon is damaged by.
yeah. It is not. There is, I believe, a perk to enable that if you're a cleric, but I don't believe you have it.
Yeah, even then it wouldn't work for the spell. This is
fair
a
enough.
first level spell.
Okay,
Uh,
fair enough.
So the
What DC am I
Donkey
looking
Kong
for?
is 14.
Okay, let's see. That one saves.
So 4
That
points of
one
damage.
on the bottom also saves.
Oh.
Beans.
Does it do half damage?
Oh
then?
shit! Will negates. Son of a bitch. Okay,
Oh,
so that was
no.
no damage.
So-
Beans.
You cast a spell. What's the spell look like exactly?
It's basically I think it's Thyra stands up. She has the symbol of Thor around her neck, and she basically tugs it forward. It's on a very long chain, precisely for this kind of scenario. And she puts her hammer down in the ground and goes, "Kame, Hammy, ha!" and then throws a tiny ball of light, like it's a softball-sized ball of light, into the middle of the floor, and it just poof, like a hand
I'm
grenade.
disappointed she doesn't put her hammer in the ground and say, "Can't touch this."
Nice.
Well, there's a reason why she didn't, and it's that. Also, for Sigmund, you get this perk for the next round, which I severely doubt will come into effect, but there is a negative energy buff. There.
Sure. Okay.
Perks.
Okay.
So at the very least, that happened.
Let's
Well, that was a
hope
shit
that he
round.
doesn't need that.
Progress.
Yes.
That's Thyra's turn.
That's fair. I think as you throw this ball of light, both of the skeletons one of them sort of slides behind the sarcophagus, and the other basically covers behind the cambion, and therefore they are not touched by the stream of light from the positive pulse. Then it is the turn of Bat Boy. Bat Boy.
Don't forget they also get plus twos.
Yes, that's true. So Bath Boy with these plus twos is gonna shout, "Hell yeah, this is jamming! I'm Bat Boy!" And he's gonna
Yeah,
attack
Bat Boy!
Bat Boy. Bat Boy. There he is. He's gonna make an attack. Chaka. Oof, no wait, shit, that's the wrong dice. Lucky because that was a 1. That is gonna hit big time, and he is gonna deal some damage.
Did he just use his fists?
Yes, he is
Nice.
just using like his big fucking hench arms and fists.
Is he a brawler, perchance?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh,
He's pretty unique. He's Bat
Mon
Boy.
never found a class that he didn't feel he couldn't improve.
Indeed. And he's going to make his full attack, so 2 attacks, which both hit, deal massive damage. One of them
Hit his weak
sort
point.
of slams down, cripples the right side of this cambion, and as it attempts to evade the next attack but fails, the other fist crushes its head. And it is turned to mush. Yeah, Bat Boy! And Pate is going to make an attack as well. In fact, he's also going to make a full round attack. And he's wielding his sword plus like a little cudgel in his offhand. And he's first of all going to do a dirty trick with the cudgel. So he is going to roll. And
I'm very
that
scandalous.
hits. So he is going to make a little slide and use the cudgel to sort of hook the side of the nun's like cowl and pull it in front of her face. And as he's sort of trying to get it off, he is going to make an attack with his sword. In fact, he's going to make 2 because he has 2 attacks. And one of them does not hit, and the other does. So that is going to deal some damage. And the nun is still standing, but she is quite disoriented and also quite damaged. Hugh is going to attack.
Cute, let's snag it. Mon's gonna drop his dice.
Yeah. And he's going to hit. He's just going to grab this maggot with his teeth, and he is just going to rip it apart. So you see Hugh sort of ripping the bits out of this maggot. Then the dwarf lady is going to cast a spell, and she's going to cast that defensively against the skeleton. Ooh, that is going to fail. How does... No, then the spell fails, I believe. So, and that gets an attack of opportunity, doesn't it? Isn't that how casting defensively works?
I think so.
If it's tried to cast effectively and failed, it gets an AOR.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So spell fails. She raises her staff, and the orb that's on it glows. But as she tries to do so, the skeleton knocks it aside and stabs forward, and is going to... Let's see if it's... habit, indeed. Where's my... There it is. And is going to make an attack, and that is going to hit. And that's going to deal some damage. So you can see her, she is taking a bit of a beating from these skeletons, and she shouts something in Dwarven, which I think about, well, all of you except for Sigmund can understand.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Basically, she shouts, "You damn unholy things! Keep off me! I am far above your kind of creature! Ha-ha!" And she's gonna go back into the fight. And the bard, who has activated her bardic performance, you can see that she is still in this sort of bizarre, very graceful dance. And you can hear, as you are sort of looking in her direction, almost like a violin backing to it. And as she raises her long dagger to make her attack, you can hear the violin backing sort of turn almost metallic and sort of like a buzzsaw sound. And she is going to make a move like this. Make her attack. Well, a first one at least. Or how does that? Yeah. So she's gonna move. She's gonna make an attack with the dagger towards that skeleton. Is gonna hit. Is gonna deal a little bit of damage to it. Is gonna continue her move, taking attack of opportunity, which misses. Is gonna make 2 more attacks with the dagger.
Wow.
Which fail and which hit, and is gonna end her move here, taking another attack of opportunity, which also fails.
I don't think she would have taken one from going from there to there, because she's you're just scooching within there.
It's moving. It's moving through threat range.
Is it?
It's moving through threat range that provokes attack of opportunities. Yeah,
Sure.
not only in and out. At least that's how I believe it works.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so that was her turn, and we are back to Brother Glanvar.
Haggis?
Hag.
Haggis? No.
Haggis!
He's gone.
Oh no, we can't hear you, Haggis. I can see your thingy lighting up, but
Oh, I can't even see that.
oh really? I saw it a moment ago. Yeah, I can see it.
No, it's moving out of a threatened range, for the record.
Oh really?
Oh.
Yep.
Huh.
I always thought it was through as
Huh.
well. It's like if you ran past someone, they had the opportunity to, stick their arm out and clothesline you.
Well, yeah,
That's
exactly.
interesting.
You're going in and out of the threatened square.
Right, yes, okay.
Oh.
So you take the attack of opportunity when you leave the threatened range, because you're
Oh,
essentially
wait.
trying to...
Is it leaving their threatened range or a threatened square? large range can have multiple threatened squares like next to each other.
That's a good point. Lord knows what the fuck makes an area threatened.
Or your threat range, because if you've got range, like a ranged weapon, like a big spiked chain, I think if you approach the person, you get an attack of opportunity when you move that last one in.
I think so too, because that's basically why spears are good as compared to like swords and stuff.
Yeah, I think so. We can figure this out.
Yeah, we can figure this out later. Haggis, if you manage to figure something out here.
It does say moving out of a threatened square. So like,
yes.
So if you're going from
me.
I guess.
Am I back?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
you're back.
As I
Fantastic.
said, I was having trouble hearing things, and then suddenly my Discord cut out,
Oh dear.
and then it came back again.
Now it's your turn.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
my YouTube has crashed. I can't play Bone Trestle.
Oh no.
I have to boot up Spotify.
He's going to move into here, and
Okay.
he's going to lay the smack down on another skelly.
Okay, go for it.
With +2s.
Thanks, Egg.
Ah, nice.
Boom!
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
I hit the wrong button.
Right in the
Make
pelvis.
damage. What does this crit hit look like?
He punches the skeleton. Punches the skeleton, reaches down through its jaw, whips out its spinal cord, and beats it to death.
That's
Oof.
metal. Roll damage.
Also
The bow
+2.
was only holding him back. It's a training weight.
Oh no.
I could have gone with.
The bow was the seal to his true power.
Yep. He's an extremely
That was
punchy man.
such a
Mm,
I could,
nice.
I could have gone with whips his skull out of his head and beats him to death with it. But
Mm.
That didn't
Okay,
seem physically
14
possible.
damage.
Ha!
That's
I
good.
understood that reference.
old reference, but still good reference.
And that is enough
Checks
to
out.
kill it.
I should hope so.
Which, yeah, should hope so. So, Sigmund, you are sort of having this fight with Scambian, and you turn around for like a second, and you can see Glanvar just wailing on the skeleton with its own spinal cord.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a whole lot, huh?
That's a whole lot. Okay.
You're doing all right? Do you need a touchy-feely conversation after this?
I
I'm-
hate
I'm-
skeletons.
I'm 1 for 1 today so far.
Yeah. Dave, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
What is that Cambion looking like? Old chimney face.
Ugly.
I mean, yeah,
It's
but, you know.
not looking great. It is definitely bloodied, if you were to say how damaged it was.
If it had blood. Oh no,
yeah.
that one does have blood.
And it has, like its lower jaw has been
It's mandible.
smacked into its skull by Sigmund. And it is sort of tugging at its face, trying to get it out, while its flesh is sort of trying to regenerate but failing.
I'm like, do I use another level 1 spell? In which case, then I've used up half my level 1 spells, or we've not even got to the boss fight yet. But also, I can't really do much else.
You could shoot a crossbow.
Yeah, but you know, that's... Oh, wait, it's a Cambion, it's not a skeleton. Yeah, sure, I'll fucking do that.
Yeah.
Can I fire through my friends?
You probably don't have the feats that make that a good
No.
idea.
Probably.
Are we allowed to assume that I loaded a crossbow before I got into a fight?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
That's
I'm
fair enough.
gonna hoof it over next to Thyra. Hello, Thyra.
But do make sure to say before
Reload
you
next.
enter a room, I load my crossbow in the
Okay,
future.
Sorry.
Because in the future I will.
Can you do that as a move action
I
at the
will not
moment, or is
make
it a standard action?
Yeah, but, you know, I need
Depends on the
I needed
crossbow,
to
Jack.
move in order to be able not to impale my friends.
Yes.
Perks.
Well, you are still shooting into combat, which can have some negative
Am I?
bonuses anyway. Yeah.
Shoot
Would it
that
have
guy.
been, would it have been better if
Oh,
I'd
no.
moved here instead? I could have made it.
No,
Like
Doesn't matter.
in general. Yeah.
Yeah, it
well,
doesn't
I'm
matter.
just gonna fucking do it anyway.
All right,
Alright.
go for it.
I shoot at the Cambion with my light crossbow. I
Okay.
get my N+2s, which I still find extremely
I
novel.
think firing into combat is a minus
So it's a minus something.
4
My
if
gut
you
says
have
minus
the.
4, I think.
Yeah, it's
-4?
-4
Oh.
if you don't have the feat.
I'm just checking for you now. Give me a
Oh,
second.
thank God. It's a 19 anyway.
It's a 19, but
That's
With
with the
the-
-4.
that's with the -4.
Yeah, well, it's +2 because of my
okay.
bardic, and then -2.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fair.
Hooray,
Sigmund,
19.
what's it say?
Uh,
Okay, that in any case that hits.
I've made a roll.
Uh,
I'm going to go with
yeah,
it.
it's -4 is firing into melee without. Sometimes you get another -4 for cover as well. Like
Right, but there's no
yes,
cover
there's no
here,
cover.
so
yeah.
that's fair.
Is there any
Okay, perfect.
anything to do with the damage, or
A
is
roll
it just the
damage.
attack?
No, it's just the attack.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no, wait, that was the wrong one. That was my.
Okay, yeah, that is the dagger. That is
That's the dagger,
I can see
which
that.
I can only ever do 1 point of damage with, by the way.
That's
because
unfortunate.
because of my strength modifier. Light crossbow. There we go. Roll the correct one this time. Yay, slightly more.
That is just enough to kill it. How do you
Hooray.
finish the cambion?
I shoot it through the hands as it's trying to fix its jaw.
Nice. So basically, Sigmund, as you prepare to face this cambion again, a crossbow bolt flies through the air, goes through like both of its hands and its jaw, and it is sort of, you can see its flesh trying to regenerate it. Like the arrow cracks, but it just fails, and it turns into mulch, and it's just
Abyssal goo.
yeah, it basically, like, the carapace armor stays intact, but everything inside turns into abyssal muck.
Well, that's close.
It is. Now it is the turn of the skeletons.
I've got
Yeah,
lingering
yes.
performance on, by the way.
That's exactly what abyssal goo is.
The meat eater version.
And it is now the skeletons' turn.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
And this one here is gonna step up. I'm gonna move the cambion to the back,
Ankle deep
and it is
in
gonna
abyssal
make.
goo.
Yeah, it is gonna. Actually, it is not gonna move forward. It is gonna move, like this, and it's gonna just run a circle, move to there. Sigmund, it is gonna attack you
Sure.
with its blade. It misses,
Oh,
but this
Okay.
other one is going to move here to flank.
Oh no!
Okay.
And flank is +2, right?
Sigmund
Yes.
sandwich.
All right. No, that doesn't hit you. So these skeletons are wailing on you with their blades, but they clang off your mithril armor.
I think I've got my shield held behind me. Just so as I'm kind of beleaguered at this point.
Indeed. This skeleton is still in the fight with Pate. It's going to try and attack him. Crit fails. Gets an attack of opportunity from Pate, which hits.
With +2.
So you can see this skeleton trying to strike, fumbling because of its habit that is still in its face. And Pate takes that opportunity, uses his cudgel to knock the skull off the neck with like a baseball, and then you do a kick its legs out from under it, and crush the rib cage under his foot. So this skeleton is dead, and this skeleton is going to make its attack again. Oh, it's going to fail as well. This skeleton is also going to make an attack, but it's also going to fail. And then it's Sigmund's turn.
Cool. Well, I'm surrounded on all sides by two people, but fortunately, I got two weapons. So let's kick it up.
Punch
First
out
off,
within the same time.
I am going to, well, the first one is going to be my Mace of Spades on the bottom one.
Okay.
Don't forget.
So I'm dual wielding. So go my attack roll. I'm not flanking them. I'm using power attack again for this.
Okay.
And you're taking my +2s, aren't you? Good.
I'm adding them in. Additional hit modifier is actually 0 because I'm dual wielding, so that cancels out. Bomb.
Yeah.
Nice.
Roll the damage.
Not crit. Holy fuck.
Yeah. I mean, he is a fighter. Fighting is definitely his thing.
He's pretty good at it.
Smack. How's that looking?
Oh yeah, that's a kill right there.
Oof.
How do you kill it?
I think I'm going to come. Actually, let me do the combo attack. We'll see how that one
All right.
goes.
That's cool.
So,
Yeah, roll the other one.
so it's not flanked. I have to power attack because I've declared it for the turn. That balances out. Does that one hit?
Yeah, like go ahead, man.
So there's that.
The
And
unarmored
there's
skeletons.
that. And there's that. Bump.
14, yeah.
Nice.
So you strike, definitely damage it. It's still barely holding on, like it's using its own arms to keep all of its bones together. And it has its blade sort of between its teeth,
Okay.
but it's not dead.
Now, here's some ordering. So basically, I've got another attack, but also because I've done a shield bash against this one, it's potentially moving backwards. Now, do we want to do the moving backwards after this last one's been attacked as well?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So I get my Mace of Spades other attack. Half the power attack. This one has less chance of hitting because it's at -5, but we'll see. 12?
Nope.
Cool. In which case, can you make a saving throw of some kind? Just looking on my sheet, I wrote this down, and I am being.
Is it not the difference between the attack and the AC?
Yes, it
By
is.
5, right? By 5s, like 5 foot per difference of 5.
Yes,
right?
that's right. It's So it's a 25.
All right. 25. What's this thing's AC?
No, it's CMD.
Oh, CMD. Okay. Yeah, then that is 10 feet additional.
Okay, which may or may not provoke an attack of opportunity from Glanvar, but also moves it in face-to-face contact.
Oh yeah, shit. That is gonna provoke an attack of opportunity from Glanvar. So
Punch him.
Oi, you get back here.
All right. Make the attack.
No, not that one.
So basically, Sigmund smashes
that's one.
one.
I need 1, not 2, but so that should be.
What is that?
Eh?
No, it's
Quoi?
10 plus 6 1, so
There's
that's
a plus
13
0 times 2 bit in there. That
plus 1. Yeah, but it. Maybe Pathfinder
It's
doesn't
at least a
doesn't understand
17.
math rules.
Yeah,
It's
you've
also got
you've
two
rolled a
pluses
10,
and
so
Yeah,
one
it's
there.
18, I believe, total.
I think it's because you did +1 in one of the boxes.
Yeah.
when it should
Anyhow,
be
it's
1.
enough. Even if it's a 17 or an 18, it doesn't matter. It's enough. So basically, Sigmund crushes one of these skeletons, swipes with his mace at the other one, that dodges it, but then it is struck with a with the shield.
With a roundhouse kick from
Yeah.
Glanvar.
It's struck with the shield. It's thrown back, but in like a twirling camera shot as it's flying back, you can see Glanvar like jumping into the scene and shouting, "Oh, you get back here!" and kicking it to dust. It is destroyed, and like the bones clatter against the wall next to you, Thyra.
Thyra holds up a index card that has a number 9.5 on it.
Nice. Okay.
You didn't stick the landing glamvar. You need to do the thing where your arms come out at the end. That would have gotten you a 10.
Okay. Now it is Thyra's turn.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure. Wasn't certain. The only two skeletons on the map are quite far away.
They are.
Like 50 feet quite far away. Do I have anything that I'm willing to use on these bad guys? Hang on, I want to check the range on Cool Lightning. Or the area of effect.
Hmm.
So I think it's a 5-foot radius thing. Ah, no, it's a vertical line. Alright, I'll go for this one.
Okay.
So that needs to roll a dexterity saving throw. Or a reflex save.
Okay. That is against what?
Good question. I don't know what Lightning Lord actually counts as.
It's a 5, so it fails anyway.
Good.
Yeah, roll damage.
It takes 13 points of damage. Essentially, Thyra sort of does like the kind of, you know, the goofy Fire Emblem style spells where you like spin on the spot while you're doing like hand gestures and stuff. She does that, and then her hand like comes down, and a lightning bolt just like. My favorite thing with Thyra's lightning bolts is still that they do not come from nowhere, and they do like pinball bounce, like ricochet off the walls of the tunnel.
Oh yeah,
into the
because they
room,
like
and then
come
vertically
from all the
downward.
way outside, don't they?
Yeah, you hear like very, very, very distant thunder.
Yeah, that's nice. So basically,
And it's the nun one that the
Yeah.
dancer is fighting.
like everyone has to duck as this lightning bolt just comes through and hits this nun skeleton. And 13, that's enough, so the lightning bolt impacts on it. I would say you can see its skeleton, but I believe you already can. So it just
I
ignites,
just realized
fries.
that I can call as many lightning bolts as I want with this. Would you
Oh,
be
really?
open to me calling another one for the other skeleton?
That's fair.
Okay. Does it want to roll a dexterity reflex save too?
Okay. Let's see. That is a 21.
Yeah, shit. That probably means half. So it's 8.
Yep. So another lightning bolt.
Isn't it 7?
Basically, like
No, 6.
Pate.
That's the 3rd level spell, so yeah, the DC is 16.
Pate ducks underneath the first lightning bolt and is like, "Oof, well, watch out where you're throwing that." Oh, and ducks underneath the second one as the skeleton is struck. And the skeleton's still up.
It is now singed.
But it is definitely like, I think probably half of it is disintegrated by the bolt.
It's just extremely regretting its life choices.
Yeah.
It's unlife choices.
And Thyra's gonna hop down from the coffin and come over here.
All right.
Bye, Thora.
And I think
Hello.
Hello. I think this skeleton is gonna, like, it's like bracing itself to go back into the fray, but it's now Bat Boy's turn, and it is like readying itself to go back to the fray. It looks up, and it is looking at the like 10 to 12 foot tall apparition of Bat Boy, who says, "Fuck you, I'm Bat Boy," and he puts his hand forward, puts it on the skeleton's head, and just crushes the skull.
Sigmund looks on approvingly.
XP.
Yeah. Wait, let me make a count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do we have to share our XP with those guys?
We split it 50-50. It's the only fair way.
Well, if we do that, we also get the XP for the things they kill.
True,
That's a good
true.
point.
That's true. So I'm just gonna say that it balances out.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Times 4. Okay, you each get 1,800 XP.
Yay.
Noise. Toy.
Yeah.
Oh god, maths.
Yeah, I'm just using a calculator. Oh, also I can't do numbers.
So that is 1,800 each. There we go.
Okay. Oh, because I'm getting ever closer.
1,300 XP away, baby.
So you said that was 1,000.
1,800 was that, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
Excuse me,
1,800 each.
Okay, Sig's still a ways away because he.
I'm
Even
about
we are approaching.
1,600. Woo.
3,500.
Okay. So, everyone is blowing off steam after this fight. You can hear like a, and you can see Bat Boy sort of shrinking down to size,
Oh,
but he's still like 6'5". But he does
Solid
shrink back
2.5
to a
waves.
somewhat more human size.
Is he still a bat or is he?
Oh yeah, like he's
Still a
still
boy.
a fucking bat. He's exactly the same. He's just smaller.
I did think he didn't look 12 feet tall in that group portrait you did.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Sigmund's like, huh? Oh yeah, my niece used to do stuff like that as a kid. That was extremely troublesome.
Pate says, "Wow, you got some niece. Sigmund, was it?"
Yeah, that's right.
Huh. And like Hugh is like snuffling around and he's like eating part of the maggot and stuff.
Oh yes, pet ownership.
Hi. Name's Pate, as some of you probably know. Hi. And he like extends a hand.
I think we all know that your name's Peyton.
Ah, well,
we
just
were on
making
a boat
sure.
with you for like a week.
It's true. It's true.
So
I remember
yes,
it well.
Dave told me your name.
Neat. Sigmund, could you make a knowledge...
Sorry, I thought
Do you
they
have
were
knowledge
upstairs.
history?
Do I have knowledge history? That's
You
I
have
know
knowledge-
the answer to that
knowledge
is
anything.
probably no.
the answer
Do
to that
you
is
have
definitely
knowledge?
no.
Okay, but I will
I have
still...
knowledge local, apparently.
Then I think you can make knowledge local.
Okay.
Although I'm not sure, because this is something... No, actually, I think this is something that Sigmund would just know.
Cool.
Because it has to do with army stuff.
Sure.
If you look at Pate, you can tell something about him that was a bit different. Part of his sleeve, which used to have like a sort of a grimy sort of griffin emblem on it, has now been replaced by something else. It still has a griffin on it, but it's much more crisp, it's much better embroidered, and it has a black band underneath it with 5 white stars. And
Okay. Sound like a company or something.
you can recognize the
Pips.
the black band with stars because the band with stars is the signifier for the legions of the dim north.
Okay.
And
As someone around there, like, Sig might just know that. Do I
Yeah.
know what like rank that is, or like?
You can't tell anything of a rank, but you do know that 5 stars means the 5th legion, and you know that there are 8 in total. And...
Okay.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Sigmund's like, huh? That's new, buddy. I didn't spot that on the boat.
Haha, yeah, no, I've been keeping it under wraps as we pass through Welgenrath. You see, I'm not officially part of the Legion anymore.
Oh no, that's fine. I used to work. I was in a mercenary company with a guy from the 3rd Legion. So that,
Oh, really now?
yeah.
Yeah, well, See, I should probably explain all of this, and he points towards Bat Boy and the others. See,
No, to be honest, that's the least weird thing we've seen all week. To be honest with you, buddy.
Have you met Tim the Rat
knowing
King?
this city, I can sort of believe that.
Oh yeah, things are fucked. By the way, we should like talk. But
Yeah,
go
we're on a
on.
mission to kill the Pope.
Okay, we were gonna build up to that, but yeah, we're on a mission to kill the Pope. He's a demon, by the way.
As are most of the other head
Really?
figures in the city.
Damn. I expected that there would be more of them ever since I saw you guys kill the what was his name? I think it's the Chancellor,
Nicholas.
wasn't it? That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
the news. That's what the news babes have been saying, at least. But yeah,
We did kill it. Well, technically, he kind of
Killed himself.
self-destructed almost. You saw that? We could have used a hand run. I nearly died.
well, I mean, look, most of my party was downstairs here making this tunnel. I was just upside doing some recon. I mean, hey, if I was going to throw myself in there, honestly, I wasn't sure whether you guys were going to make it or not. And I'm not going to get myself killed for nothing.
Why are you making tunnels? There's like loads of perfectly fine ones that are already here.
Well, yes, but you see, what we've been doing is we've been tunneling straight to the manor of the Viceroy himself. At least that was the plan, but it turns out that without divination spells, orienting this thing has been a little difficult. So it seems that we've accidentally ended up in some old ruin place? Where are we?
Yeah, old ruined places, basically. It's, it's the city under the city. It's the old city. Like I said, we're using it to go kill the Pope.
Ah, shit.
You can come kill
So
a
this
different
place
demon with
leads
us
to
if
the
you want.
cathedral, does it?
Yeah, that's we're going for the from
Yeah,
the
just a
cathedral
quick-
to the new cathedral.
Right.
So, just a quick question. You were going to go see the Viceroy. What kind of mission is that, Chief?
You think
And
so as well?
no hard feelings about not getting involved. I probably would have done the same thing had it been reversed. So I can't really hold it against you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, as I said, I'm not exactly part of the Legion anymore. It was a bit of an uncomfortable situation. There was a bit of a desertion, maybe on my part. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah, I know. Sigma just claps.
Yeah, and so basically they threw me out and they excommunicated me from the church, which, well,
Now
as
both
you can
Sigma
tell,
and Thara are nodding.
things could
I'm
be
not
going
being
better.
excommunicated. I'm a missionary.
Oh right.
Yeah,
cool,
Dave,
sorry.
he's just
Well, I can go home whenever I
But
want.
anyway, basically what happened...
Sigma's just like. Oh,
Sorry.
Firing
That
gets a
probably
1,000 years
wasn't a
later.
very in-character thing to
thanks,
say.
Dave. Oh.
Just
Jeez.
long, distant moment for the entire party
Yeah.
aside from Dave.
Sorry.
Pate like looks at all of you guys and says, is this normal for you guys? Is this...
Hang on, don't worry, I've got a
Glanvard just
confusing
shrugged.
tactic for this scenario.
Yeah,
That's
Anyway.
rough, buddy.
yeah.
There we go.
Sounds like you've got a lot of your mind, all right. But anyway, basically, I was looking for ways to get my status as a company captain back, but then I happened upon the strange energies that have been coalescing towards the city. However, the city itself is blank. Nothing gets in terms of divination spells. I've been to 10 augurs, 12 seers, but nothing. So I decided to come here myself with an assembled party in order to try and find whatever was going on here. And I hope that whatever the Viceroy is going to be able to tell me, or whatever I'm going to get out of the Viceroy, is going to get me some info, some intel, that when I take it to the Legion, they'll let me right back in.
I mean, if you deserted, why do you want to go back? Isn't that the whole point of deserting? Is that you don't want to be there anymore?
Well, I mean, look, it was the situation, all right. There was this battle. It was sort of grim. I was not feeling it. It was spur of the moment thing, and
Well-
I mean, look, you only really start to appreciate your job as an army captain when you don't get paid as an army captain, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, we do kind of know a lot about what's going on, but like, you know, by the time you get it back to anywhere else in the dim north, we're probably gonna have, you know, wrapped it all up.
Huh. Is that right?
That's why we're gonna go kill the
Well,
Pope.
in that case, I'm coming with you!
Yay, let's
If
go kill the Pope.
If I can put the aversion of whatever is going on here and the protection of the dim north on my name, well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
'cause they're totally...
you guys' name as well, of course, but
PATHCO...
also on my name.
Yes, us.
Yeah, no, that seems like we're also that seems fine. Like also, yeah, in terms of defense of the dim north, I know you brought this up as like maybe some kind of like scheme, like play it up as like a defense of the dim north to get your thing back. No,
Well,
it
like,
might
actually
actually
is.
be that. Yeah, because they're prepping for kind of like expansionism. Like,
yeah, they're
Yeah, we're
building a big
also-
old balloon.
Yeah, we're planning to blow that up as well.
Yup.
Okay,
Do you
wow,
have
looks like you
anyone
guys
who
have
can
got it
do
covered.
explosions?
Sheesh.
We've already
Now I
got a
feel
few
kind of
explosions.
dopey about
Spanish
sitting in
demons.
this damn tunnel for a week.
well, to be
Yeah.
fair, it was a fair plan. Like, I'm definitely thinking we might follow this. We might continue this to get the viceroy, but we're trying to like,
Yeah.
we're trying to
Yeah,
take.
that's what I mean, we
Yeah.
started and I was like, well, you got to commit to your plan, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we are gonna probably scout out this ruins area, and that might give us an idea of where to tunnel to get to the viceroy's estate.
Yeah. Well, we've
Should
got a pretty
we-
good idea about where we're going. So do you want to come?
Yeah, sure. That's right. We'll team up. Meet the crew. Hey guys, come over here. This is Bat Boy.
Yeah,
Bat Boy
figure that
comes
out.
up. Sup, I'm Bat Boy.
Fist bump.
Yeah. You got it, brother.
You know, very
He's
tall.
he's a bat.
Also a boy.
And a boy. And
Well,
Bat Boy
when you
says,
say boy, like, what does that mean? Because that could mean anything between, like, well, you know, about 2 and about 20.
he looks like he's like in his like mid-20s,
So really, I'm more.
and
boy.
he says, I mean, well, look, I mean, it's I'm saying like Bat Boy. It's a name I came up with when I was like, I think 17, when I turned myself into a bat. Well, partially.
You're already a boy, I assume.
But yeah, already a boy. So I thought, Bat Boy goes together well. And yeah, so basically I'm Bat Boy. I'm part boy, part bat. Turned myself into a bat. Actually, okay. Cards on the table. I didn't do it myself. I had a wizard do it for me. I just really wanted to be a giant bat as a kid. So I tried to fulfill my dream. Turns out that wizard was a little bit more sketch than I thought, and now I look like this.
No, it
Well,
And
looks
Bat Boy.
good, man.
you're closer
Yeah.
to your dream than you were before.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Have you
And I mean,
considered
sure, my
vampires?
village like threw me out, and called me a freak and shit. But I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I used to have a lot of grief over that, but now I think like maybe you think that I'm a freak, but maybe I'll just fuck you up with these big ass arms because I'm Bat Boy.
Oh, we've seen way freakier things than you. Don't worry. You're like not even the top 20.
Yeah, well, that's reassuring.
Well, we're friends with the necromancer, so
Oof, right. Oh, no offense, of course. And he motions towards Pate. No, it's fine. I understand the difference of tradition. And he says, and the others have joined you as well. This is Liesel. She is an ASMR, as you can see, or ASMR. How do you pronounce that word?
I always said
Out
it was
of character.
ASMR.
ASMR. All right. Yeah, she's an ASMR.
Ooh.
I recruited her when I was going through the north of the dim north. Actually, no, he wouldn't say dim north.
The dim more north.
Yeah, so I was recruiting her in the north of the provinces, and she's with me. She says, "Hello."
Hi.
And And this is, and the dwarf lady interrupts and says, I am Hilda von Wunderberg, and I am the most powerful wizard of the entire von Wunderberg clan, which you have, of course, heard of. All roll a knowledge nobility.
I
If you
have
got
can.
nothing. I got
I'm
nothing.
100% sure I have not.
Okay, so
It's fine,
Sigmund,
I'll do it.
you
Is there any
definitely.
chance? Can I roll a knowledge intelligence to see if Glanvar members robbing their family?
Could you repeat that?
A knowledge intelligence to see if Glanvar members robbing their family.
Oh
or
yes, you can definitely do that.
21.
Yep, 21. You know the von Wunderbergs. They are a dwarfish clan that lives in the sort of around the border of the dwarfish provinces and the dim north.
I have no idea.
Glanvar did rob them on 9 different occasions. He just doesn't remember.
Exactly. Glanvar, you've robbed this family because they are a family that makes basically they live on a big mountain, which is called, nicknamed at least, Miracle Mountain,
They
because
make
it is
Wonderbergs, which are
Yeah.
flying icebergs.
which
Not of course that I remember any of that.
no,
Yeah,
no,
of
not of course that you remember any of
As
that,
you don't know.
but it
As
is
Dave knows.
it's
As Dave
it's a mountain that's called Miracle Mountain because it has a cave system that is full of natural gemstones, which they mine and which have magical properties, and they basically have a big trade and stuff centered around that. You can see that the sort of like gemstones on her staff and on her shoulder pads and the thing on her fez are these sort of magical crystals. And Glanfar, you have at least robbed them like 3 times, but you don't remember any of it, which is maybe for the
Hey.
best.
You suffered head trauma on each of the robberies.
Indeed. And yeah, that's the crew. That's the Stormcloud Brigade. Basically, as he finishes the naming round, Pate says, "And we're the Stormcloud Brigade." And there's like no musical cue, and I think after like an awkward silence, Liesel says, "Da-da-da, da-da-da-da."
Hey, no, it's great to meet you. We are of course, PATHCO, Demon Killing, and
Major thrilling.
Underground Chilling, and Major Thrilling. Yeah, good one.
We're just all extremely thrilling. Take it away, Glanvar.
We've now killed 1.5 whole demons.
You have.
We've done that. Well, I don't think you can say 0.5
Yeah, I
whole
was just
demons.
thinking that.
Hmm.
We've killed 1.5 demons, but I mean to make it 2.5. No, we're not. We're aiming
Indeed.
to make it like 4.5.
Yeah.
5.5.
Yeah.
And I think we do the introductions that we.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. That's all fair to say. So basically, yeah, you've got the Stormcloud Brigade on your team.
It's gonna
For a
get
moment.
real tight in these tunnels, man.
It is real tight in these tunnels. As you can see, there is a tunnel that leads upwards, and there is a breakable wall that goes east. Where do you want to go?
Well, we've mostly been following the breakable walls because it seems like people are keeping people out, right?
Yeah.
Also, it makes you so happy to break things, Sigmund.
There is also that. I mean, hey, Bad Boy, do you want to take this one? Otherwise, I can get it.
Yeah, boy, I'm Bat Boy, and he just goes
Okay.
and like quarterback slams through the wall.
All right, let's
That was
on,
the
gang.
wrong wall. No.
Running after him on my like tiny halfling legs.
You wanna combine with Paul Vulture on there, Dave?
What?
No.
No. Okay.
Apparently not.
I didn't hear the question.
I like the idea
Did you
that
not
there
hear
is
that?
like
No.
Sig said, "Do you want to combine and become Voltron?"
I feel like the ceilings are probably too low for that.
That's a fair point.
Well, congratulations, Mon. Now you get to drive 9 NPCs.
Yeah, you really didn't think
every
this one
time we
through, buddy.
move.
Like,
No, I'm perfectly fine with driving them around.
all right. Okay.
I mean, they're no long horse, but they are fairly amusing.
They're not a long horse, that's true. Like, I've been through
But
the
what
long
is,
horse.
really? Like, if you
Well,
think
that's
about it,
true, actually. This is significantly easier.
this is
Long
child's play
horse,
compared
long
to
horse
a
is a
long
way of
horse.
life, I would say.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess if we're...
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Well, we could split up to cover more...
Oh, you're standing on me. Oh, thank you.
That's fair. We'll split
Like-
party-wise then.
we could, or we could, like, mix and match. That was, you know...
Whatever you guys want.
It's bad
Well,
for the
Sigmund-
party, but if there's 2 parties, then you can sort of still have 2 parties, even if they're split.
Okay. Well, Sigmund's heading up and taking the north one, I reckon.
All right,
Okay, I
let's,
think that-
let's follow him.
Hmm.
I thought we were splitting up.
Okay. I think that Pate is going to actually, if there is some notion of splitting the parties not party-wise, then I think Pate is going to follow along with you guys.
Okay, bye you.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
if we're
that
not
boy should
splitting...
probably... There's the 2 designated war bashers. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that...
I'll send Glenvar down the south path then.
mhm.
It'd
And
be
I
kind of
think that
awkward if I was
Liesel
just the
is
only
going to
other
come
PATHCO.
with you guys
Hi.
and Hilda with the other party.
Okay.
Can you do us the honors, bad boy?
Yeah. And so you guys
Hag.
are up there. Let's first of all go with Team Sigmund and Thyra.
North party versus South party.
Yeah, North and South party.
After you, Thyra like bows and does like a mocking arms out and gesturing towards the smashable wall.
Sigmund smashes the wall.
All right, wall's gone. The door
God, wouldn't
opens
it be
up.
shit if this was a dead
I
end now?
was just thinking that would have been so funny.
We've done all that splitting up for no reason, and it
you,
was.
So you can explore this sort of area which leads you to a lot of windy corridors with some other walls
to the
here,
northwise here.
and a chamber that is over here.
Secret?
And here's a dead end. This just goes down. So you come into this room. This looks like a ruin of partially like a living house. And you find a table, you find jugs and some broken barrels, you find a little statuette of some kind of deity, it seems, or
Can
at least
I
some kind of figure.
investigate? Or can I,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure
roll
cleric
religion.
school had some classes on primitive southern religions, so I
Mm.
think Thyra's she's pressing the A button to inspect
Yeah.
the object and is holding it up and
indeed.
scratching her chin.
So what you're looking at is this wooden figurine of a humanoid figure that is obscured by 3 separate sets of wings, of angel wings, that are folded in front of it.
Does it
and-
match anything that I've seen of previous iconography of Saint Sartoria?
It doesn't look like anything you've seen of Saint Sartoria. Saint
Oh.
Sartoria looks like sort of a normal, ornately dressed woman, mainly marked by having a golden crown. But this thing has 3 sets of wings that sort of fold over its front and obscure its appearance. And as you look more closely at it, you can see that it is actually 2 figures obscured behind the wings, which are conjoined at the hip, and you can see that each half of the wings is on a different person, and it also has these bull-like horns, each of which is also on a different one of the 2 people. And with the 17, I think that you do recognize this. it's been a long time since you've heard of it, but seeing a little shrine to it while you were in Welgenrath has sort of refreshed your memory. What you're looking at is a statuette of Hagenti, and Hagenti is the demon lord of alchemy.
Oh, that seems like a bad sign.
Other than that, there is no discernible thing in the room except for normal housing stuff.
Do I have any idea how old this statuette is?
Roll me something which you think you can use to identify its age.
Like an appraise roll, maybe?
Roll
Yeah,
carbon
that's
dating.
fair. Good use of appraise.
Yeah, it's the traditional dwarven skill.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 13. It looks like it's probably about, like it's wooden, and though wood is not your speciality, you can make out some things about the dryness of it and the texture. This whole thing, the statuette and the room, looks like it would be about 100 years old, but not much more than that.
Not like ridiculously old.
It's
though.
not ridiculously old, no.
That's like average for a dwarf.
Yeah,
It's a little bit older than I am. I'm 53.
yeah, it's a little bit older than you are.
Well, it's twice as old as you are.
Yeah. Yes, I'm
It's
aware
still
of
saying to me that the second youngest member of the party is still more than twice Dave's age. He's such a little boy.
Right, fair enough.
Indeed. Do you relay this information to your fellow
Yeah,
party members?
Sarah has been like talking aloud, but she stashes it in her satchel.
Right.
Unless anyone has like anything else that they want to talk about with regards to this.
No, I'm not good.
No, I don't think so. Pate is just gonna generally look concerned about this finding, though he doesn't seem to know much more about it. And Hilda says, Hagenti. There are small dwarven sects in the vicinity of our home that worship them. A strange bunch, to be sure. And this finding is rather troublesome. I've never seen Hagenti worshipped on such a large scale, if that's indeed what the subject of this entire city's bizarro saint worship is about.
Yup, that'd be pretty shit. You know, as far as things go, that could be rough.
Okay. As you are looking at this, you hear a rumble
In the jungle.
in the
I knew you were
underground
gonna say
and
that.
the underground urban jungle. And you hear like a as you hear Bad Boy breaking his little wall, and you hear in his voice, "Oh shit!"
Uh-oh.
And on you guys' side, Bad Boy breaks through the wall, and you see him like go in a little, and come back immediately and says, "Shit!"
What is it? Ew. Oh god.
And-
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Oh god!
Oh my god! And you can all roll initiative
Oh
as
dear.
Oh,
Oh
no. And
no.
it's gonna take them like 3 years to reach us.
It's a wall tumor. Watch out.
Ew.
Luckily,
Oh,
Glamvar's
it's like
leaping
the
into
fucking
action.
the villain from the first Fallout game.
Hmm.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah, the master.
The master.
God,
yeah.
I'm going to be so far away.
Can you like break through the other walls? That might be faster.
Oh, that's a good point. We can probably go down this way.
Like, oh yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, I think we've got enough of a knowledge of because we'll come to our turns, but I think we can see that these things are interconnected. Because when we came round here,
Mhm.
we'll have been able to put together these things are looping together. So that's a
Oh right.
that's a call that we can make come to that
Yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
We should probably
Oh,
roll
yeah.
for initiative, though, huh?
Yeah. So far, only Brooklyn there is.
Yeah, only Brome's
Literally
out.
Quick enough to actually
Matt,
do it.
the player,
Well, I was too
has
busy
joined the
thinking
fray.
about the master. And
I know. I was trying to find initiative.
Shit.
The fact I was trying to fight. Think.
Thyra's 0 dexterity Bergfalk continues to roll terrible initiative.
I know what I can do.
Fight them.
I mean, yes, but you know, I need a
and
meat
that's
shield.
10. Oh, come on.
You got bad boy. He's the
I
best
know.
meat shield.
It is extremely meaty. It's
Okay.
like probably one of the biggest people Dave's ever met.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did I prepare Zone of Truth today? Why did I think that'd be useful?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. You were probably planning on like doing a thing to the Pope.
Oh, that might have been it. That's a good point.
Got an audience with the Pope. And you're saving the world at 8? Does anyone even know that song other than me?
What was that? Sorry.
An audience with the Pope. And you're saving the world at 8, but if she said she needs you, it's by Elbow. Never mind.
How?
I only know songs that no one else needs to know.
That's okay. I was gonna say I don't know. Fangled
I'm
Man,
gonna-
but help her. Actually,
No, they are not newfangled in any.
no, I
any
know.
sense.
I'm just bad at music.
When I listen to Elbow, I feel
Fate.
very nostalgic for my youth in the
Oof,
north of the
jeez.
70s.
Okay, that's
Your
high.
youth in the earlier this week.
My youth in the 70s, even though, you know, I'm from the south.
Yeah,
It was all like
reincarnation.
70s.
No, that's not what I want to do. Sorry, I'm just setting up the
Holy
terminal
crap.
here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
adding some names.
there's a lot of oh man.
Hmm.
Oh, there's a lot happening right here.
Yeah, as a fellow DM, on respect, this is
you know
gonna be.
what I really
not
wish
gonna
we
be
had
great,
right now?
But respect.
I wish there was
Yeah.
someone that could cast Fireball.
I can probably get there in 3 turns worth of movement.
Do you have haste?
No.
Okay, so there's.
Oh, I like it when
Pates.
you use
Oh,
haste.
I
It's
thought I
funny.
I use
Pates.
Channel Vigor, I think,
Hmm.
which one of the effects that you can use is using
Then
haste.
add a
Well, that's
turn
what I meant.
for Bat Boy. 15.
Maybe they should all go on this thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they should. But
It's
I
too
am
late,
now
you've
committed
already
to
done all the
this,
rolls.
so- yeah, it's too late. There we go. And Hilda is gonna go on 14 as well. Thyra, what's your dex mod?
0.
Okay, then she goes behind you. Okay, and the enemies are going to go on 1 turn. Add a turn for these things, and I'm going to roll the one with sort of middle dexterity. Okay, that's not a lot. You're lucky that is only a 7. Because you broke in, quite surprised them, in fact. So they are all the way back in the tunnel. Pate hears that and says, "Oh shit, bad boy!" And he's gonna run.
Bro, no, not my bro.
And double move. And Hugh is gonna do the same. Hilda is gonna do that as well. No, wait, shit, it's not her turn yet. Not nearly. Dave, it's now your turn. Go ahead.
Now my turn. I'm going to continue reading my Summon Monsters list very quickly.
Mhm.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Mon, while
Yes.
Egg is
Sorry.
just doing this,
Yeah.
6th position, I think he could probably a bit further down this, unless there's like some lighting
Okay.
issues.
Oh yeah, you definitely can.
I'm
You
going
can see
to...
it is pretty dark in here, so you can't see very far, but you can see up to this point, I think. And you can see that there's like a sort of sideway to there, but this does seem to go quite a bit into the distance.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Just checking the range on this spell.
Okay.
I
Here's,
think
by
it's
the way, a
40.
nice little soundtrack that I think goes with this scenario.
Oh, it's 45 feet. My mistake.
Cool.
So I'm here. What's 45 feet away? Never as far as I want it to be. Okay, sure. I'll plop it
Okay.
down right here.
Okay,
Actually,
what are
no,
you summoning?
I'm not. I'm not going to put it down there. But I am going to put it down let's say here, a
Okay.
Lantern Archon.
A Lantern Archon. Okay.
Which has
Cool.
got damage
Let me
resistance
get a
10
token
evil.
for that.
Oh wait, no. They're probably all evil. Never mind, it's too late now. I've done it. I misread what was on the sheet, but it's here now.
Okay. Okay. Lantern Archon
It
incoming.
might also help with them because it's a lawful good creature, and it's
There it
magic.
is. It's here. It's a Lantern
yeah,
Archon.
summons have a range. You can just pop him right in there. Good call.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Does it have a turn or is it on your turn? It's on your turn.
I'm pretty sure it gets a go. That's how we've done it in the past. It
Yeah.
can do a
Yeah.
whole
Of course.
bunch
No, I
of-
was wondering whether it has a separate initiative, but
bunch of
it
spells.
it
I
does
don't even
get
know
to
how
act
these
now.
do.
That's true. Go ahead. Let it do its thing.
It's going to fire a laser beam.
Okay.
A nice laser beam.
Roll it.
At. Oh, well, I'll make a roll. But it also has a cool effect, which is why I summoned it. But I'll do this first. Light ray. This attack overcomes damage reduction of any type.
Okay.
Ah.
Nice.
Just so you know.
Good call.
I knew I was doing something right. What the
Basically, what you're seeing right here, by the way.
Oh, can I
is
just
you
talk about
have
performance first?
Yeah. You have another Cambion, but this one has, like, on its head,
Loads of
instead of a
eyes.
chalice or a horn, it has a lot of, like, antennae, and it has a lot of eyes. And it seems to be constantly sort of tweaking the antennae and
can't.
receiving sounds and looking around and taking in the surroundings and twitching its head around. And
the
you have
Archon's gonna
these.
fire at that one.
These creatures, which are
Ooh.
sort of they are quite small. In fact, they are about half a Dave only.
It's pretty small, a micro Dave.
Yeah, and they are flying. They have these sort of multicolor-hued, translucent, like insect wings that are sort of buzzing
Ew.
around.
Is this against touch? No, it would say if
I
it
don't
was
know.
against touch.
Is it?
Wouldn't it?
Is it ranged touch?
It's just
Possibly.
It just says a Lantern Archon could fire beams of light to damage foes. These light rays have a maximum range of 30 feet. This attack overcomes damage reduction of any type. It doesn't say anything.
Then I'm
about-
gonna assume it's ranged touch.
Yep. Oh well.
Okay,
there
and
you
an
go.
11, that is gonna... Let's see. That's just short, I'm afraid. So, it fires its beam,
Alas.
but the antennae on the Cambion twitch, and all its eyes turn towards it, and it ducks underneath it. Zoom.
Aw.
It makes this weird noise. Anything else you are going to do on your turn,
Oh
Dave?
fuck! It doesn't have a lot of HP. Well, I moved and I made a summon, so I can't do anything else because I'm pretty sure I
Okay,
have to
that's
either
fair.
move or standard star body performance. So
Okay.
yeah, that's me.
Okay, Broglan, it's your turn.
Can I control the Lantern Archon, by the way?
What do I need to do with the Lantern Archon?
Can you give it to me, please?
Oh, yes, sorry.
I'll give it its appropriate
yes.
HP.
Yes.
Which is not a
Dave
lot.
Barrow Hill.
Thank you.
There we go. It is now yours.
Thanks.
So, Glanvar is going to launch a flurry of bows.
Oh, no, wait. It should be non-generic token. It does not have the name Dave Barrow Hill. But it is controlled by
Well, we can't.
Eggplant Witch.
None of us can see that anyway. So.
That's true. Okay, Glan.
I'm going to do a flurry of bows at the big flesh tumor thing.
Okay,
Ew.
roll it.
I'm guessing
So-
your jam has worn off.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna start it up
Yeah.
again, but alas, I cannot
Mhm.
because I did everything.
Oh, damn.
What a mishmash of rolls.
hmm All
I
of
got
those
4.
hit.
Well, even the
Nice.
last one.
Even the last one.
It's a big fucking.
This
flesh
thing
tumor.
is
Might not even be able to move.
This thing cannot move. It does not have any protection. All of the arrows just go straight into it, rip it, tear it out. Like one of them hits like a swelling pustule, and it just bursts. It takes a whole chunk of damage. That's 10, 5, 9, 4, 90, 28. A total of 28
Ouch.
damage. And you can see it sort of deflating, sort of making these noises as it is warping and morphing into trying to become something coherent, but failing and having taken a lot of damage, and now it's trying to repair itself. Then Batboy has...
No, my cover.
Mhm. Then Batboy is gonna have his go. He's gonna say, "Oh shit! Okay, shit! I can't expand in this corridor. I gotta go for it. I'm Batboy." He's gonna go forward, and he is gonna use a spell-like ability, Enlarge Person.
Nice.
And you can see him just sort of doot 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 enlarge and become his big 12-foot tall self.
And now all I've got in my mind is bloody when Mario becomes big. And
Yeah, that was the joke. Yeah.
I know,
Um,
but it's just like, ah.
And he's now over there,
He sure is.
and that is his turn. Then Lizelle is gonna move as well. She is gonna make her normal move, and she is gonna start her own bardic performance. So I'm gonna put the bardic performance sign on her.
But it only works on
And
her, though,
you-
doesn't it?
Sorry?
Her bardic performance only works on her, doesn't it?
Yeah, it only works on herself.
It's just so much fun.
And it's this dance, and you can see her as she moves. You can see like sort of these white trailing images of her behind her as she's dancing, and you can hear this violin sound as she's
Ooh,
moving.
creepy.
Thyra, it's Thyra time.
Hey. So it turns out I did actually prepare Channel Vigor. I forgot.
Hooray! Cast off.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was second level and it's third level. It says all of the hasted creatures' modes of movement increase by 30 feet. Does that mean that for each move action, up to twice my normal speed? So my normal movement
40
is
feet,
20
yeah.
feet. So I can now do 40
Yeah, so
feet.
one movement is now 40 feet for you.
Great. Okay, so first of all, cast that. So I'm Channel Vigored Hasted.
Mhm. Okay.
Length of time for that is... one round per level, so for the next 8 rounds I have haste.
That's pretty
Okay.
damn good.
So I'm just going to make a note. 8 rounds.
Okay.
I'll count down on that. So yeah, Thyra's moving for 40 feet, so there's 10, and then 30 is to there. So it's into this doorway. And yeah, Thyra just like taps her symbol of Thor against like her thigh, and then she's just like, "Got to go fast," and then she just there's a Thyra shaped
Yeah.
like smoke cloud for a second.
Yeah, and you can see like cobwebs and dust like flying up as you pass through the corridor. As you approach it, you can see that there are other creatures down there
Shit.
as well.
Oh.
But they don't seem to have
Good.
noticed. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Do we
Yes,
get
heavily
like a
armed dwarven
Thyra
woman.
going, oh shit, shit, shit?
Yeah, at least
That's,
half of that
sorry, that
movement was her trying to break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Okay, so you have double moved. It's now Hilda's turn. She is gonna.
No, I cast channel and then moved once.
Oh, right. Okay, that's fair. Hilda is gonna move
Hilda.
1, 2,
I thought it was Hilla.
4. Yes. She's gonna move once, and she is gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's gonna move twice. And you can see her sort of catching up to you. Says, I'm coming. I'm coming. Wait for me, sister. I'm here. Hilda von Wonderberg.
I know your name. You already told me it.
Yes, I did. Oof.
Does your entire group just repeat their names over and over?
Uh,
Because Batboy does it quite a lot as well. I'm just saying.
I mean, it's
not a
important.
critique, you know. I'm kind of into the self-confidence thing. If that
Yeah, I
helps.
mean, it's important. It's an exercise in confidence. It's very important to announce yourself. And
It's like a
yeesh.
self-affirming thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, these bad guys haven't really noticed us yet, so
I see.
you want to
Alright.
shoot a hand laser or fireball them? We used to
Can't
have
do
like a
that, but I can.
Oh.
There are a few other spells that I can cast if you give me a moment.
Okay.
And, now it is the turn of the enemies.
Oh no.
These two
all of them.
skittered up. Yes, all of them.
Oh, Sigmund is just last. Oh my god! Like,
Yep, Sigmund
after
is last.
everyone else.
Yep, he is. These two skitterdogs are going to attack Batboy.
Those two what now? I thought they were Cambions.
Sorry?
I thought those were Cambions.
No, these are not Cambions.
Well, they're horrible. Horrible
They are
abyssal
horrible.
demonic thing.
Yes. They are gonna attack Batboy. I'm just gonna and let's see whether they hit him or not. And unfortunately, as he is next to them, they are both going to try and do a full attack. What's Batboy's AC? Batboy. Okay, fine. Okay, so this one hits. This one fails. This one hits. This one fails. This one hits. This one fails. Okay. So that is going to be a total of 3 attacks that hit him. 2 of those are going to be the claws. D6. Okay, so Batboy takes. One of them is the bite. Oh, shit. Okay, so. Oh, come on. Damn it. Almost lost my D4 to the. You can see them extending out their sharp claws, opening up their weird little humanoid teeth, mouths, flying at him and biting him and clawing at him as he enlarges, and he's trying to bat them away. Some of their attacks fail as a result of this, but they do manage to land quite a few slices and bites on him, and he takes some damage. Okay, so that's the remainder of that. Okay, this Cambion over here is going to move. It's going to move like this.
Bye.
And as it is over here, it is going to make a perception check, and I would like you, Thyra, to roll a stealth, and Hilda is going to do that as well.
Oh boy.
It's your best skill,
All right.
Thyra.
Hang on. Wait, in my stealth skill section, it just says the word no.
Yep. Nope.
It does seem to do that.
He sneezed
So
really loudly.
this creature.
It's that scene where it's like poking its head around the corner of into the corridor, and they both like duck against the wall, and then Thyra just like catches a little, like the cloud of dust from when she was hasting catches up with her, and she sneezes really loudly.
Nice. As that happens, as you
sneeze.
sneeze,
Yeah.
the antennae on the Cambion bzz, 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 turn around, hears you, and it screeches sort of like almost like a nail on a chalkboard comes out of its mouth.
Hilda, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think they may have noticed us.
So it would seem. To battle.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
So
I didn't have much else planned for me.
So that Cambion is there. These skeletons are going to react to that. Are going to move up. This one is going to move to here. This one is going to cast a spell on you, Thyra. And as you are holding your hammer, you can feel it become very hot, even red hot underneath your grip. And you can now do two things. Either you can roll a reflex save to try and drop it in time before it damages you, or you can choose to take the brunt of the fire damage that is going to inflict on you as
I'll
you
take the
keep
damage.
hold of your burning weapon. Okay, then I will roll
Before it becomes
damage.
relevant,
Okay.
I forgot to mention, I was going to, but then I got distracted. My Archon has an Aura of Menace. Any hostile creature within 20 feet radius must succeed a DC 13 will save, or else take a -2 penalty on attacks, AC, and saves.
Oh, yeah, that's
Good to
very
know.
relevant.
For top or
While
unless
they
they
remain in that
successfully
space.
hit the Archon.
Oh, I see. Okay.
A creature that has resisted or broken the effect cannot be affected again.
What, just have...
Well, within 24 hours, but it's not going to be here for 24 hours. It's going to be here for about...
Okay, Thyra?
It's going to be 8 rounds.
You take, as you are keeping your grip on your hammer, even though it gets red hot, you feel your skin blister and burn on your grip. You take 14 points of fire damage.
Shit, that's a spicy meatball.
Yeah.
Ow! That's a spicy meatball, says Thyra.
Okay, so I will note the Archon's effect. Actually, can someone put that as a note underneath it?
Yeah, hang on, don't worry, I got this.
Okay,
Right.
Jeff, throw something stupid.
Okay, these skellies, one of them is going to move. The other one is going to move towards here and attack the Archon.
It is going to get that
Yep.
negative, though.
Yep, -2.
Oh, thanks.
And a 10 does not hit it, I assume.
Oh god, what the fucking... I assume not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
so
AC, no, AC's 15.
Oh yeah, fine.
Oh,
Then it
plus two
swipes at
flex
it with
versus
its
evil.
cleaver, but it fails to hit it in any way. This skeleton is gonna move to here, gonna make an attack towards Batboy.
Oh no.
That's a crit.
Oh no.
Oh no, not
so
Batboy. He was the
Batboy
greatest of us.
is fending off these skitter dogs that are clanging onto his arms as the skeleton raises the cleaver that it has, like not a cleaver, like a sharp clerical blade, stabs Batboy with it in the side. Ah, fuck! Ah!
Oh no, that boy.
That is going to deal skeletons. Okay, that's going to deal some damage to him. Then these maggots are fucking brain dead. They are just going to move like nilly-willy because they are fucking stupid. These red sort of protoplasms are going to try something.
Ew.
This one fails. This one fails. This one fails. So you can see the red forms trying to sort of manifest like more determined organs and limbs, but they try to form like a leg, but it sort of turns back into mush. You can see one of them
They
try
tried
to
to
form
form
like
a leg, but it's only a leg, and then they're like,
yeah,
"Oh,
like
this
it
isn't
hops
gonna
away and
help."
then it turns to a puddle. Like one of them tries to form like a Cambion's face, but the face just turns into this big pustule and pops.
Ugh.
It doesn't. They all fail. And now
They
it's
don't.
Sigmund's turn.
Meanwhile, Sigmund.
Meanwhile,
Sigmund can kind of, I imagine, just on the edge. Skeletons.
Yeah.
You could probably charge, couldn't you?
Yes. Yes. However, there are two obstacles in my way, which I imagine I would need some kind of roll to jump over.
Yes, I will need from a lot of you, Thyra. I will need a dex roll from you.
Is it like a reflex save or like a
Yeah,
dex roll?
actually, yeah. I need a reflex save from you and from Hilda. Okay, that's a
It's
17.
surprisingly well.
Sigmund, from you, I am also going to need a reflex save.
Yeah, not an acrobatics or.
Actually, yeah, sure. Roll an acrobatics instead, if you want.
I should look up to see which one. Oh, actually, a reflex would have been slightly better. But
Well, then you should
Very
not have told me.
well-aligned.
Roll
yeah,
acrobatics.
I think acrobatics is honest
Yeah, it's fair.
because that has the negative effect of my armor on it. So I think that's the more
Yeah.
honest.
That's fair.
Okay,
That's not bad.
all right, that's all right.
And Hilda has critted on her reflex save, which
Positively
is
or
also
negatively?
good. Yeah, so Thyra, you and Hilda can sort of move over, hug the wall as Sigmund barrels past.
And I think this happens at about the same time as was saying to Hilda. So what is it about you saying your you know it's the validation of saying your names? We just get a Sigmund von Berg as it just
Nice.
right into this skeleton.
All right, nice.
And we
Roll
get
the damage.
we get. Well, I roll to attack first, right?
Well, yes, of course. Roll the attack.
Yeah, not flanking. And my power. Yeah, I'll power attack. Charging gives me some bonuses and stuff as well, right? Do you remember what that does?
It's like a +2 to attack, isn't it? But a -2 to AC.
Yeah, I think it's something that sounds right to me.
Yeah, that sounds right to me as well.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
look
gonna
it up
delta
in
it
the
in charge.
meantime, but
So a power attack for -2, additional hit modifier +2, oink,
Not bad.
20.
I'm just gonna look at charge for a second. Okay. Yes, it's +2 to attack and -2 to AC. Start of the
Cool.
roll turn.
So the Mace of Spades comes down for some damage.
Mhm.
Some lovely power attack that's going on there.
Yep, that hits. So
No additional damage, I don't think.
No.
I don't believe so.
That's 14 points of
Okay.
damage.
That is a solid hit.
Crunk.
Okay. It is already quite solidly damaged by your attack. It looks like it's about half. Like half of the skeleton is still intact.
Sure.
You smacked like a whole bunch of it, a whole part of it, but it's still coming to you. And then we are back to top. And we are back to Pate. Pate's going to double move again.
It is 10 o'clock. I'm okay to keep going for like another round though, but I don't know about everyone else.
Are you guys fine with finishing this round? So
Yeah.
this one more round. Okay.
Yeah, that's good for me.
Okay. Then Pate is going to move once. Going to move twice. And Hugh is going to do the same. And then it's Dave's turn. Dave Barrow Hill.
The Archon's going to fire at the skeleton,
Okay.
which was a number. No, wait, I'm Dave. I can start my bardic forms first, and then that will affect the Lantern Archon.
Indeed.
So I try and like harmonise with what Liesl's got going on, because
Yeah.
clashing music just sounds bad.
Indeed.
So that's happening.
Okay. Cool.
But now that's
Then
going,
you can start your bardic performance.
and the Archon gets an extra +2. Hooray!
Nice. That's a lot. That definitely hits. Roll the damage.
Oh shit! It's 2 light rays +3 ranged touch. So
Oh, right.
in fact, that would in fact be another number that would also still hit it. But if it's 2 light rays, then I should be rolling 2d6, right? Or do I have
Yeah.
to...
If it's a d6 per ray, then definitely.
Yeah, would it? Because it says 2 light rays. Is that I have to roll attack twice?
No, you have to roll twice. Yeah.
Okay, well this is the first one. I need to read my wiki pages a bit better. Pew. Oh, that should be 4.
Okay.
Sorry. No, wait. No, yeah, it should be 4. Sorry.
Yeah, because you've started. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
4, and the second.
Nice.
Okay, that also hits.
That again should be +5. Doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Hooray!
Okay,
What damage has
nice.
happened?
So that's 4 plus 7. 4. 7. That's 11. Okay. This skeleton is hit by the beams of light, and part of its nun gown burn away. I think like some ribs are scattered across the floor. It staggers, but is upright. Glanvar, it's your turn. Unless Dave, you want to do something.
Yeah, I could do something. I'm going to. What am I going to do? Sorry, I lied. I do have more things to do. I'm looking at my character sheet.
Okay.
I'm looking at my spells. I'm going to. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to summon a swarm right behind this whole thing.
Nice.
Or if
Okay,
I can
what
reach
kind
that
of
far.
swarm are you
I'm not sure I
summoning?
can reach that far, actually. Fuck! No, I can't. Oh, that's disappointing. Can only reach 45 feet. That's so sad. Okay, don't do that. I'm just gonna move up behind everyone else. That's me. Sorry.
Okay, that's fair. Glanvar, you're up.
It has been so long since I've had to actually address this point. I've forgotten how fast my speed is.
I would assume
Oh,
20
awesome.
feet.
You're like a super fast dwarf.
Oh yeah, that's true. Shit.
2,
You're a real fast boy.
7,
Hmm.
8. Right, okay. He's going to go to there.
Okay, yeah.
Gonna
Move
beast it
as you will.
through, slide between Bat Boy's legs
Okay,
into that corner there.
that is going to prompt 2 attacks of opportunity from the Skitterdog and from the skeleton.
No, wait, isn't that... That's only if he's moving... We just established it's only if he's moving out of a threatened range, isn't it? And he's moving
No,
into
of a threatened square. But
Yeah.
since he has moved through this threatened
Oh, he
square,
moved through the
he has
skitter
moved
spikes, but not the skeletons.
out of it. No. This is what we just established. You
Sorry.
have a threatened square,
Oh,
which is
right.
any
yes, and he's
square
moved
that
within
it can hit.
Yes,
And if you
okay.
move out of any threatened square, you get an attack of
Yeah,
opportunity.
okay.
So
Sorry.
moving
I get
through
it
the
now, I get it
area.
now.
Yeah, okay. So that's going to be 2 attacks of opportunity. The skeleton is going to try and hit you, Glanvar. Does a 28 hit you?
Yep.
Ouch.
Okay, then it is going to make its attack. That is going to be 8 points of damage as it strikes down with its clerical blade, slices you in the arm.
Okay.
And the Skitterdog is also going to make a claw attack towards you. And let's see if it hits. 9 plus 9. No. Wait, actually, no.
24.
18 doesn't hit. 18, oh, all right. 24. No, then that does not hit you. Okay, so you're now there. Go ahead.
As he rises, he performs an uppercut on the skeleton.
Okay, roll the attack.
Seriously?
Don't forget you had +2s.
I have my +2s, do I? Okay, 12.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's still
Don't
not
think
going
that's
to
going to
cut
make
it.
any difference, to be honest.
No, I'm
I
afraid
felt
not.
like it was worth mentioning just in case.
That's true.
Well, thank
but
you. I appreciate the mention.
But I'm
It's not
afraid in this
written on the-
case,
it's not written on the blood on the board
Oh,
anywhere, so I
yeah,
didn't.
sorry.
this is true.
I thought Jack was...
No, it is written. It's just over on the left, but that's the old one.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
I can't
well,
move
let's
that
just-
since I didn't make it, so...
I'll just bring it along. Wait a second.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here it is. So, Glanvar, you get those bonuses. The skeleton leans back, dodges your. However, Bat Boy is going to make a follow-up attack, and in fact, he is not just going to make any attack; he's going to make a full round attack. And that's 2 arms. That is a hit, and that is not a hit. So
He gets
one of the
+2s as
arms.
well.
Oh yeah, that's true. Wait, 2 plus 15.
my friend.
No, it still just about doesn't cut it
Aw.
for the second attack. But he is gonna make his big fucking strike. Okay, that's 1. That's another 1. Oh
Oh.
man, that's not great. But he still does 11 damage. As one of his arms misses, slams down, but the other just like barrels into the skeleton, and it tries to sort of hold him back, but it fails, and both of its forearms are ripped off. And it has some damage. So that is number. All right. Okay. Then it is Liesel's turn, and with her bardic performance, she is now going to cast a spell. She is going to cast Allegro. And that is going to do the following. It is going to give her haste.
Thought so.
And some extra stuff. Okay, so she is now hasted, and I can give her an extra little thing.
She's real fast.
There we go.
Does Thara have that as well? Thara should have that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thara, give us a
And
boot.
Thyra, attain the boot.
Sorry,
and
what was that?
you could
I
see
was
that
away with the dog.
She, Liesel, in front of you, Dave, starts a pirouette and just keeps gaining and gaining and gaining momentum as the violin gets louder and louder. And you can see that as she holds out her dagger, her form sort of blurs, and basically she is a pirouetting buzzsaw at this point. And she is
Okay,
rearing
step
up
back.
to fire into combat. Thyra, it is your turn.
Okay,
Add-
sweet.
Give yourself the little boot symbol. That's what Mom was saying, because then it means that you're hasted.
Oh, right, I see.
That'll help us
Good.
all remember that you are a very fast dwarf right now.
Extremely fast dwarf. So what is there to my north right now?
To your north,
Yeah, it looks like there's a tunnel to the north.
there is a tunnel.
Oh, okay, it kind of winds off in another
Yeah, it
direction.
kind of winds off.
It isn't immediately full of monsters, unlike the other directions.
Indeed.
Well, I was just seeing if I could go around because Sigmund's kind of in the way. No offense, Sigmund. There's the bit.
Yeah, it sort of makes a corner there, so it doesn't seem to
You can get past
Yeah,
Sigmund.
I've still
immediately
got
circle around.
I can't get past Sigmund. There's an enemy there.
Yeah, you can
Oh.
definitely get past Sigmund.
But there's an enemy there, so
Yeah,
you
but
can't.
to where? All right, so if I yeah, you know what? If I come to here, can I see what is there in the square to the north of that nun?
Sigmund
Would
be
I
able
be
to
able
see
to
more
pass
into
through
that room,
her
wouldn't he?
square?
No, it's just
It's just a wall.
it's walled.
So could
just
I go
walls.
to her south onto the coffin?
Yes, you can. Wait, I'll make sure that you are still visible when you do.
Although it would prompt an attack of
There you go.
opportunity, I assume.
Yes, it would.
Meh, fair enough.
So as
Okay.
you
Yeah,
move
Sigmund
over
does a
there,
little lift on the shield, just for the lip of it, the bits like push you over the top there.
okay, that's going to do an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Nope, that fails.
Yep. 20 AC when I'm hasted.
Yeah, this definitely fails.
Have I got my +2s right now, Ag?
What's the range?
It doesn't actually say for Inspire Courage what
It's-
the range is, so I think
Yeah,
if
it's
you think
earshot,
that,
right?
Yeah, if you reasonably think
I mean-
that Thara could hear me.
I mean, there's no doors in this
Yeah, that's the
area.
thing, well, they could
It's
be
also
about
presumably a
You
pretty
can.
echoey space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
like
you
55
can.
feet as the
Yeah.
crow flies, or
Yeah.
maybe maximum like
Yeah.
75 feet for the sound to travel. So.
Yeah, That's
'Cause
fair.
There are some bardic performance skills that do have a range on them, but
Mhm.
that one doesn't have
Okay.
it. So I assume it's just
You
up to
get the
your
bonuses
discretion.
then. Yes,
Sick.
you do.
Yep.
You can hear my lovely melodic tunes.
Okay, so I'm
Probably a bit
putting on
frantic. I'm trying to keep up
+3.
with Lethal.
So I'm going for the nun to the north.
That sounds like the name of like a BBC drama series.
The nun to the north.
Yeah, it does
Um,
actually sound like that. That's funny. Okay, 26. That hits.
Yeah, I thought it might do.
Yeah. Roll to attack.
Nice.
All right, 9 damage.
10 damage. Has like there's a tiny flame that like spurts up
Nice.
at the very end of the strike.
Okay. This skeleton nun, Nunaton, is
Nunaton?
yeah. It's
Okay.
the reverse of skeleton. Nunaton, is knackered and absolutely bruised, but she's still alive. Well, alive.
Oh god damn it!
Alive in
Really?
quotation
Undead.
marks.
Yes.
I don't think I have any more attacks. I've just been trying to work out how full attack actions work.
No,
but I
you
think
moved, so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Hilda is gonna move along. She's gonna try and cast a spell. Let's see. So that's gonna be.
it's a bit claustrophobic up there, isn't it?
It is. Oh, you are in an underground tunnel system.
Yeah.
Over here, I think. Yeah. She is gonna raise a staff forward. She's gonna chant something in Dwarvish, which you can understand, Thyra, about the earth and the deep. And you hear her mention hell once or twice. It doesn't seem like she's a divine caster, but it's sort of the context in which she casts this spell. And you feel the earth rumble, and you see stalactites sort of jut out of the ground. Let's roll a reflex save for these
I
losers.
think those would be stalagmites, actually.
Yes, I know that it probably wasn't stalactites,
Sorry.
but yeah, I wasn't sure which one it was.
It's tights that hang down like a pair of tights. That's how I remember.
Yes, of course, classic.
Classic.
Okay, that's a crit fail on the Cambion.
Oh,
It gets a stalagmite right through the noggin.
that was crit success.
And you can see,
Oh, it was in a crit fail from it on itself.
yeah,
Okay,
crit
sorry.
fail, reflex save, and you can see that is strongly damaged. The skeleton over there saves, so it takes only a half damage. That's number 2. This is going to deal. Okay, 9. That's 21. Okay. This maggot gets pulverized, just a hump of useless fat.
Rip.
It gets impaled on the stalagmite. And yeah, that's her spell. I'm going to quickly look if I have an effect for that. Yeah, this is fair enough. Do. Paste. There we go.
Wow.
And yeah, that's her turn. Then the skeletons and the enemies are going to move. Sigmund, this skeleton's going to attack you.
Sure.
Does a 25 hit you with the negatives from your charge and stuff?
It does not.
That's impressive.
Holy crap, Mithril.
Yeah. So this blade comes forward, and like any lesser armors would have been like struck through or like ripped or blunted by this attack, but with a crystalline sort of ding, this blade just bounces off your mithril armor. This skeleton is going to move to here. It's going to attack you, Thyra. Does a 20 hit you?
Yeah, just meets it. Annoying.
Oh man.
All right. 6 points of damage as
Oh,
you are
okay.
sliced with this blade.
Ow, that barely hurt.
And then this Cambion is going to see that it clearly cannot pass through this passage, and it is going to instead move this way.
Okay,
And
bye then.
double move towards there. And it's going to disappear through those corridors.
I don't like that.
Yeah, or getting reinforcements, neither of which is great.
This skeleton is going to move to here. It is going to try and cast a spell on you, Thyra. I would like a fortitude save, please.
Sure. If this is poison, I get a +2.
It's not poison.
Oh, well, it's a 29 critical
Shit.
success regardless.
Nice.
Yep, okay. Nothing happens. This
Thyra
skeleton,
just flexes really hard and makes
Yeah.
eye contact.
you can see like evil energy coalescing on you, but you flex and it is burst off of your body. And this skeleton sort of looks at you, shakes its hands as if it's like trying to figure out why its spell is not working. Then down in the bigger room, the skeleton is going to attack the Lanternarch. That is 29.
Does the skeleton do evil attacks?
It is evil in alignment, yes.
Yeah, but like, if you're good in alignment, that doesn't necessarily mean that you do good attacks.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, then it doesn't.
Because
No.
one of the things about regular angelic aspect
Is that
is
you
that-
get good aligned attacks, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, so
it's
no.
got damage reduction 10 against anything that isn't evil.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
So it
then
does get
will
hurt,
get
unless
there.
it does more than 10, unless it does less than 10 damage.
Yeah, let's see. It actually can't do more than 10 damage, so
Oh, sick.
there's going
Well,
to be no...
unless it crits, I guess, but
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true, but it hasn't.
it hasn't,
So,
I assume the sword just like kind of phases through it.
yeah, it phases through it as the
Sort of
Lanternarchon sort
nebulous,
of becomes translucent for
Shiny,
a second.
good matter of goodness.
Yes, yes. This skeleton is going to attack you, Broglan.
No, Broglan.
Does 25 hit you?
Heck,
I missed that. 20.
5.
Yes.
7 points of damage.
Literally, the audio went 20. I'm like, no, I can't hear the last number.
Oh no. And the Skitterdarks are gonna keep attacking Bat Boy. They are gonna do their full round attacks again.
Oh no, poor Bat Boy.
Uh,
Messed up.
okay, that's a crit fail, so that one gets an attack of opportunity from Bat Boy. Bat Boy, Bat Boy, Bat Boy. S- 13. And it just about misses as he punches into the wall, breaks the masonry, but the Skitterdark flies around it, makes sort of a weird noise, sort of a like a clacking.
Gross.
Dave, roll knowledge. No, actually, just roll straight int.
Straight in. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. But my int bonus is so much lower than all my knowledge bonuses. Oh, never mind.
Oh, never mind. You actually remember, as you hear this clacking sound, a story that Tilda has told you from when she was playing poker against the demon, as she does, of course. And that clicking noise is generally the sound that demons make when they laugh.
Oh.
And the Skitterdark's attacks, so that one has a crit fail. That's a normal crit. Okay.
Is it a good
So that's gonna... Oh, well, okay.
Oh, yeah, bad crit in this situation.
Yeah, so that's gonna deal some damage. Then the next attack. That is also gonna hit.
Oh no, my boy.
Right, shit. What's with this D4 and trying to escape my grasp? There it goes again. Okay. There we go. And then the other Skitterdark fails. That's a crit fail again, actually. So he gets an attack of opportunity, which crits from Batboy.
Hooray.
Holy shit.
Is it because Dave said, "Hey, bro, that dude's mocking you"?
Yeah.
He's all enraged.
Nobody fucking mocks Batboy. Here, you're gonna get it. There you go, Batboy. And he slams his fist into the other one, dealing.
Punches it
so
out of
that's-
the sky.
Yeah, he just squashes it instantly against the wall. Okay. This Skitterdark is going to move here. It's going to attack you, Brother Clanvar. Does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Then
Does
that's
it?
gonna
I don't like this.
8 points of damage as its claws rend across your face, scratching like through your nose and over your eye.
Ow.
And you can feel sort of this wound burning and festering. Roll me a roll a Constitution.
We don't have those, Mon. This is Pathfinder.
40.
Yes, you do have con, the skill con,
Oh,
and you
okay.
have a
Roll-
modifier for it. So roll Constitution.
Okay. Take it back.
Roll my constitution, say constitution, which is
Dwarves get a bonus to it, don't they?
That's possible.
You get a bonus to fortitude saves, yeah.
Nice.
That's not
Okay.
horrible.
There's from like your basically you probably don't have skills like heal or any of those things that you might recognize this kind of effect or spell or whatever it is, but you do have like sort of muscle memory and stuff from your time as a bandit fighting many kinds of enemies, which is why I had you roll con for this. But with a 13, you can tell that these attacks are enhanced by some kind of evil, sort of nasty abyssal effect, but you can't exactly tell what kind of damage type, if you will, enhances them. Okay, so there's that. This skeleton is going to move over here. It's also going to try and attack Batboy. It's going to hit him. Oh shit, that's 8 damage. You can see that Batboy is really taking a beating.
No.
If you had to guess, he'd be at about like half of his health.
Oh no.
He's bloodied and bleeding.
Yeah, he's
can-
bloodied and bleeding,
I can heal.
and he's like shouting like "fuck off!" Bam, bam. That's the skellies. These worms are just worms. They're worming about.
That's all they can do.
The red plasms are going to try what they try again. One succeeds, the other fails. That one fails. This uppermost one is going to blurp and just form this, suddenly compact into a body that resembles the Cambion that you saw earlier. And it's now taken the form of a Cambion.
Ew.
Sigmund, it is your turn.
Okay, well, the first thing he does is to shout out, "Hold, Beast Boy, we're coming down from the top!" And then he is going to start full attacking this this skeleton in front of him.
Very well.
Power attack.
Mm-hmm.
So no flank, -2 power attack.
But plus
Mhm.
2 because of body performance.
Yep, -2 because of dual weaving. Net 0 there. 28.
Hits,
Nice.
roll the damage.
Okay, power attack is +4. Additional damage modifiers +2. Spang.
Yep. It is destroyed. What happens to it?
Okay, cool. I can follow up in between actions of my full attack action with 1 5-foot step, but I can't really follow up with anything useful. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna follow up underneath that creature.
Okay. There we are. Oh shit. I'm just gonna.
Did you put it underneath on the level?
Yeah.
Actual map. Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there, mate.
Yeah, been there. Okay, nice. That was your turn.
Yeah.
There we are. Okay. And this fight will continue in the next session of PATHCO.
PATHCO.
Let's go. Bye-bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Nice, great.
Bye.
Bye.
Products.